Good morning and welcome back to Keto Living with Dale and Judith. Today's video is Dale's full day of low carb eating to help maintain his weight loss, control his blood sugar from his type 2 diabetes, and recover from liver transplant surgery 7 weeks ago. So I've come up with a new system. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I'm a busy person. I like to get things done. But I suffer from RA fatigue, so I need to budget my time and my energy, and it helps me to have a set menu. But since surgery, I'm having to tweak Dale's diet quite a bit. So I find I don't have enough time to get everything done. And last week I started a new system using these containers. Each day is going to have a box with all of the day's food inside, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I leave them in the freezer. And I've been surprised on how many things like chips that are fine even after they've been frozen. But today I do need to make his salad, as I can't freeze salad, and I can't freeze eggs either. But most of the food is ready to go, so let me show you. I have his 2 slices of uncured, no sugar bacon, 4 tablespoons of butter, 3 for the eggs and 1 for his breakfast toast, 1 slice of base culture original keto bread, 4 grams of net carbs, I'm going to add a teaspoon of jam that I haven't yet put in the box, 1 ounce of Monterey Jack cheese. I'm going to put those on the eggs, and that's 0.3 grams of net carb and 4 ounces of high protein milk. Let me show you the bottle. Here it is. 4 ounces is 1.4 grams of net carbs. And here's the jam. 1 teaspoon is 0.3 grams of net carbs, and the 3 eggs. 1.7 grams of net carbs. And I've already measured out the 4 ounces of the milk. So breakfast is going to be 7.7 grams of net carbs. And today he is going to eat 50.9 grams of net carbs altogether. Okay, enough talking. Let's get cooking. Let's go ahead and bring Dale his hot tea. Here's the flavor he's going to have today. It's mint, fennel, chamomile, and basil. Ooh, tea. Keep me warm. Secret garden. Ooh. Yesterday, Dale started outpatient physical therapy. He's had about 6 weeks of inpatient in-home therapy, and now it's time for outpatient therapy. The goal is to build his endurance, to build his strength, to work on some scar tissue, and to work on his breathing. We've noticed he started breathing from his mouth because all these abdominal muscles are still tight and painful. If you have access to therapy, take advantage of it. It has really helped Dale. So he's going to have therapy this morning, but after I water the garden, first we're going to drive out to a paved walking path and do some gentle walking and watch the birds. That's why getting organized with the food is really helping me to not feel overwhelmed or take up too much of my time, so we can focus on Dale's physical healing right now and build back his strength. It's critical after any illness or surgery. Right now, Dale has 2 top nutritional needs. Things he needs to help him heal. Because remember, he got 60% of our niece's liver. So the liver is in the process of regrowing to full size. Takes about 3 months. So we've already gone through 7 weeks. And he has to heal. Protein is one of his top nutritional needs. He needs more than the normal amount of protein. That's why we've been having high protein milk and yogurt, eggs, and other things. His second thing is to control his blood sugar from his diabetes, and it's higher than before surgery for 2 reasons. Anti-rejection medications cause his blood sugar to go up, and he can't take his diabetic medicine right now for different reasons. Medications have changed. Now, he's never been on insulin except in the hospital after surgery, but he didn't come home on insulin. So those are his 2 top nutritional needs. Remember, he's not big on vegetables, and he's not a big meat guy either. So I've really been having to analyze and tweak things in his diet. Make sure he gets enough protein and to control his blood sugar. If you've noticed, we've cut out things like he's not having his chocolate anymore for dessert. Liver cancer was the reason Dale needed a liver transplant. So since November, he had 4 different cancer treatments. And those all caused him to lose weight. Plus, he lost 10 pounds in the hospital after surgery. So that's why we've been working on gaining weight right now without raising his blood sugar. That's the reason for me adding in things like more butter and more cheese to add in more calories. Breakfast is 7.7 grams of net carbs, and I've learned a very low-carb breakfast helps control his blood sugar before lunch because it tends to be high. Let's get this to Dale. Eat, take his medicine. It's really important. It's taken the same time every day, 6 a.m. Then I'm going to work in the garden a little bit. Then off we'll go to enjoy the birds. And after bird watching, we need to have Dale's glasses fixed. They're a little bit crooked. What's breakfast today? Toast and eggs with cheese and bacon, Diet Coke, and milk. Just got back home from bird watching. And Dale got his glasses fixed. So fortunately, lunch is easy and ready to go. It's kind of high today, 20.5 grams of net carbs. PBJ sandwich. One slice of the base culture keto bread that we had this morning, 4 grams of net carbs, half a tablespoon of peanut butter, which is 1.4 grams of net carbs, and 1 teaspoon of the same jam, 0.3 grams of net carbs. That's the sandwich. Double chips from Dale's Keto Tortillas, so 4 grams each tortilla, meaning after I fry these up with 2 tortillas, it's 8 grams of net carbs. 1 mini holy guacamole, 2 grams of net carbs. This is good for his low potassium. What else? 25 grams of carrots. I need to cut them up into sticks. It's going to have that with, where is it? 1 tablespoon of Green Goddess Primal Kitchen dressing. Let me show you the bottle. The carrot is 1.6 grams of net carbs. And here's the dressing. 1 tablespoon is 1 gram of net carbs. You'll use it like a dip with the carrots. And 1 keto whipped cream, homemade. 1.8 grams of net carbs. And 1 orange high protein gelatin. Gelatine. Still a little bit frozen. Interesting. .4 grams. Yeah, 0.4 grams of net carbs. I have to get that out with a spoon. All right. Let's get the carrots cut and everything ready, and we'll probably eat up on the balcony. Dale, right now, he's testing his blood sugar. Except for the carrots, everything else was stored in the freezer, and it all did fine. Let's get this up to Dale for lunch. Oh, it's been a busy morning, and now it's time for lunch. Peanut butter sandwich. avocado, carrots, and my favorite dessert. It's dinner time, and we're going to start Dale off with a big salad. 45 grams of mixed greens, 10 grams of red cabbage, 9 grams of carrots, 8 grams of beets, 10 grams of broccoli, and 10 grams of cauliflower with 1 tablespoon of Italian dressing. 0.5 grams of net carbs. 2.9 grams of net carbs for the salad. Let's bring that to Dale and then get to cooking. Salad's coming with dressing. What kind of dressing? I forgot. Oh, Italian. Dinner will be 13.6 grams of net carbs. The salad was 2.9. The dressing was 0.5. 1 coconut flour tortilla. I need to cook them. They're still frozen. I'll show you in a minute. That'll be 3 grams of net carbs with 6 ounces of shrimp. 0.3 grams of net carbs cooked in 2.5 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add 4 ounces of cheddar cheese all together. We've already used about half in the salad, and we have about half left. So 4 ounces of cheddar cheese, 3.8 grams of net carbs. 1 guacamole, 2 grams of net carbs. And 1 tablespoon of salsa, 1 gram of net carbs. And this was all frozen for several days, and I thawed it all overnight in the fridge. Let's get started and cook the shrimp, then we'll cook the tortilla. While the butter's melting, let's talk about Dale's nighttime snack. 1 keto, low-carb, sugar-free, high-protein yogurt. This is the vanilla, but they have a variety of flavors. 8 grams of net carbs for 5.3 ounces of yogurt. I'm going to mix in 1 ounce of blackberries, which is 1.2 grams of net carbs. That's going to make tonight's snack 9.2 grams of net carbs. And tomorrow's food is ready to go. Of course, there's no salad in there or no vegetables lunch in there either. I think the butter is melted and ready for cooking. Normally I would cook the tortillas on a dry skillet, but we'll see if this method works. Yay. Pizza? What is it? Oh, shrimp with coconut flour tortilla. Sorry, I'm wrong. Shrimp with coconut flour tortilla. Thank you for visiting Keto Living with Dale and Judith. See you later. Bye-bye.